Welcome to another episode of Rachel Quinto Creates, where we are continuing our series on lettering the alphabet. Today we're going to do the lowercase d, which is going to be pretty interesting because I'm going to show you the two ways I write my lowercase d, depending on my mood. So let me zoom right in and we'll get started. Okay, to write the lowercase d, the basic easiest way I do it is the following. So if you've watched the letter A, it's pretty much the same first part where it's no pressure, pressure, no pressure to make that circle part. And then I usually lift up my pen again, no pressure, pressure, no pressure. So pressure, no pressure, pressure, no pressure. Just like that. And I like to lift up my pen just to kind of reset where I'm going to start that loop again. And it's okay to lift up your pen. It's okay to lift up at any point. Just kind of resets. Okay. One more time. No pressure, pressure. Then right there. Okay, so that's the basic way, which is probably 80% of the time that's how I do my D's. And when I'm feeling really fancy, okay, now bear with me, this takes me a while because sometimes I have to think about where the looping and stuff goes with the pen. So you start off regularly, just like this. And instead of starting here, you're going to start right here, kind of somewhere way off. And you're going to, no pressure, bring that pressure, and then no pressure. So you don't have to put any pressure here, anywhere. Okay, let's do it again. This is with the hard tip. I'm using my Tombow Fudenosuke Calligraphy Pen in hard tip. So there's the little point. This is where I want that line to meet. So that's the fancy D. I like to call that my little the fancy way. And it took me a while to figure out how to write that D. I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos on how people would do that in order for me to follow suit. Okay, so that is the two ways I write my D using the Tombow Fudenosuke Calligraphy Pen in the hard tip. Now let's go and do the soft tip. Right here. Okay, let's hopefully it focuses. You see how that just bends like right at that point? Then you're gonna touch this point again and you're gonna loop. And there's that pressure and up. Remember, you can always go back and fix things if you feel like things are a little off or rough or things didn't catch the way you want it to. So then you apply pressure right here when you're going down, then lift up that pen as you go up. Right here's that point where you're going to take it and you're going to bring it up, and that's also where you're going to meet it with the thick line. Okay, one more time. See that pressure where that pen tip bends? And you can also, once you get this basic letter shape down, you can get fancy with it. You can bring it down like this, and you can bring it down like that. You can bring it down like, you can get fancy. Get your style, you can develop your own style. Okay, now let's do that fancy D. We'll see, there's that bend in the pen. You start off right here somewhere, and you're going to go under, and you bring it over. There's that pressure, and through. So that basic stroke is up, down, over, down. So you're gonna make your circle for the D part, the round part. Up, over, around, and down. Okay, let's try it with the Pentel pen. I'm using black again. This is the Pentel Fudetouch sign pen. You can see that bend, and then you see that bend again. Oh, my baby. You can hear in the background. And then, okay, one more time. Right there. And then bring it down again. Now let's do that fancy one where you take it around. You go up, down, over, then put that pressure on as you're going down and up. There. You go up, down, around with the pressure, and up. Oh, I don't like the tail of that. See? A little shaky. Fix it, and it's like it never happened. And lastly, let's use our Winsor Newton Cotman round brush in size 1. And I'm using, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I am currently using for my ink the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus Liquid Watercolor in Carbon Black. So here is, it's always a little trickier with the paintbrush because everything's a lot more loose. So no pressure. And bring that paintbrush down to apply some pressure and meet right there. No pressure, apply the pressure. No pressure. You see how straight that paintbrush is? That means there's no pressure. Then it bends, and then it straightens again. And then same thing. Okay, ooh, I'm like way above, way on top of the frame, sorry. Now let's do that fancy one. See how there's that paintbrush is not bending, then it bends, then it straightens. Then you can go back and fix this shaky part. Let's do it one more time. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed learning about how to write the lowercase d, the 2 different ways I write it depending on my mood. I hope it helps to learn the basic lettering shape and movements, and that you continue to use my videos to study the way I use my pens and paintbrush, and I hope it's helping you improve. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!